everybody. Hey guys, AnimeWestReacts here. This is a reaction to Seraph of the End, chapter 142, titled What's the Point? So it starts off, vampires don't sleep, don't eat, don't lust. And so yeah, you got a girl getting attacked by a vampire. It says they're shallow, empty, blood-sucking beasts who've been around for so long that they've forgotten why they still live. At least they're supposed to be. So yeah, we got Kai and Erd. Kai saying, "A child's blood looks tasty." And then he says, "You don't drink directly from the neck anymore." Kai is saying this, saying, "You built some kind of blood cultivation system that uses humans, I hear. Why do that?" And he says, From what I heard, you set all the laws that govern the vampire cities too. Those rules, they're to help vampires, not to bind them right. You're trying to give them purpose, a reason to live." And it says, "You understand that. If you understand all that, obey the laws. Observe the hierarchy and stop attacking me." So then guy drinks the blood and holds the glass up to his eye and says, "Still, it's also weird to me. Why bother to do any of that in the first place? You're a vampire with little reason to live. Why bother yourself?" And then Earth says, "I recall I asked that question of you first. Why do you cling to the idea of growing stronger?" And he says, "Oh, that. Good question. I forget." And he says, "Do you still have your desire from when you were human?" And then he says, Never mind. Never mind vampires. I've always wondered if even humans are or have a reason for living. Sure did when I was one." And then he says, Earth says, "Is that so?" And then Kai says, "Hell. Is there even any meaning to that? Is there even any meaning in humans being alive? Is there?" And Earth's quiet, and he says, yeah, Kai says, "I didn't, so I just lived how I was told to. Get strong, don't die. That's what I was told, so that's what I did." And Earth says, "Who told you that?" And he says, "My mother, I think." And Earth says, "And that's why you've lived as you have for a thousand years. She cast a potent curse on you, your mother." And then he's like, "Maybe she did. So," and then jumps from the chair and is like, "Again with this." And so you see something go flying past Erd's head, and then it curves around, and yeah, guy comes around from the back, and he says, "There." And Erd says, "Huh, he's improved from before." And he says, "Gotcha." And then, yeah, Kai gets split in half, and he's like, "Oh man, missed again." And then, yeah, just pulls himself back together, but Erd says, "That wasn't half bad. You almost reached me." And he says, "Really? I did?" And he says, "Woo." And he says, "Then it's okay for me to keep living for one more day." Nerd says, "How unusual. You're only the second vampire I've met who hasn't lost sight of themselves." And he says, "Really? Who's the other one?" And he's like, "Are they powerful? Where are they? I'll kill them for you." And then Erd has a sad look on his face. And Kai thinks, "That was the first time I saw a vampire look truly sad." He says, "After that, I started following Erd Gales wherever he went." Yeah, I see a tower getting built. Ooh, and he says 100 years, 500. Lord Erd never said a thing. He simply focused on building the vampire cities. The more I watched, the more intrigued I became. And he says, Why did he do all this? It's 18th century Europe. And Kai is thinking, why? What's the point? What reason did he have to do what he did? And then, yeah, we got them meeting again, and Erd's like, or yeah. Guess he runs into him. He starts to use his blood around his hand, and then Earth says, "Don't draw attention to yourself, Kylo. Dealing with the result is an annoyance I don't need." And he's like, "If I kill all of them, there won't be any witnesses, right, Lord Erd? Today I'll finally make you draw your blade." And Erd says, "This is pointless. Why do you keep following me?" And he says, "Because I respect you." And he's like, "Huh? I want you to acknowledge my strength, and for that, I want to make you rely on me." And then Erd's like I said, pointless. And Kai says, "Not pointless to me. My reason for living's a lot less distinct than yours, after all." He says, "Sword, drink my blood." And then, yeah, this kid's like, you see this kid, yeah, okay, Kai throws the kid. That's what happened. There's a kid and his mom, I guess, and then the kid suddenly says, "Huh?" And then, yeah, Kai, chucks the kid. Who? But Erd goes and protects him. Or Kai's like, "I knew it." He protected the kid. He was the one who laid down the law that humans weren't to be unnecessarily harmed after all. And he's like, "But what's the point of that? Can't he see the future or something?" And then, yeah, Kai goes into her attack, or just stands there, and he says, "Why didn't you dodge it?" And he says, "Because there are too many people, and because you've always followed the laws I set. I had faith in you." And then he laughs, or Kai laughs, and says, "One day I wish you'd tell me your reason for living. But you never will, huh? That's okay too. I support you because I feel like it." And then Erd just says, "I have a dream." And then Kai is like surprised, and he's like, "A dream? You do?" And he's like, "That's..." And then Kai thinks, "That day, it felt like I'd finally been freed from my mother's curse." And now we're back to the present. We got Mahiru, Gurren, and Farid. He says, "Farid Bathory clearly has some kind of reason to live. What is it?" And then Gurren says, "We need a plan. How many seconds until those chains reach Kai Luk?" And he says, "Seconds? Ha! He'll dodge them if they're going that slow." And Mahir says, "I'll hide them with an illusion." And Farid says, "Oh, you have a handy dandy trick like that. How long will it take to set up?" And Mahir says, 30 seconds. "I'll go in 30 seconds then." That's what Farid said. And he says, "Good." And Gurren takes the pills. Demon pills, I'm pretty sure is what it is. Ooh, and then Ferris says, "What? Another? That makes how many pills now, junkie?" He says, "Don't complain to me when you die of an overdose." And Gurren says, "I don't care when I die, but it can't be just yet. The ends have justified the means for too long. I've hurt too many people." And Ferris laughs, says, "Well, you are doing the do anything it takes trio." And then Kyluk says, "You're an odd one, Fairy Bathory. You know that? It's almost like you have a reason to live. What is it?" And Fairy doesn't say anything. Gurren says, 7 seconds. And yeah, he says, "A reason, little old me. I just dream of everyone living together in peace and harmony." And I looks on and says, "He's dangerous. He's an obstruction to Lord Erd too. Now, what's his victory condition?" And then, yeah, Mahir is behind him. She whips the chains, and he's like, "Find a way to derail their victory. Focus only on that." And he says, "So, who's that behind me? I feel you there." And then, yeah, Mahir's like, "Damn, he broke the illusion already." As the chains, I guess, come out of the ground around him. Kai's like, Kai says, "An attack I can't see. I'll try to look and get hit." try to look and I'll get hit. As Gurren, takes a swipe at him, just barely missing his neck. Ferret says, over here, as Chance come flying from behind him. And I just dodges them all, and Ferret's like, you're a monster. And Kai says, sword to drink my blood. One strike. That's all it'll take for me to kill you all. And then, yeah, Mario yells, Gurren, pull back. And Kai says, just kidding. And proceeds to run. Yeah, he's like, no. And Ferret yells, no, don't let him get away. And he says, I'll kill you next time, Ferret Bathory. And Ferret says, oh, it's no good. We can't catch up. And Ferret says, I think he's still more powerful than I am. And Mayur's like, really? Who's stronger than a third progenitor? Hunting for him is going to be a pain in the butt. And then Gurn's like, great. We take it one step at a time, I guess. Let's go rendezvous with Shinya and the others. And then, yeah, Kai says, Ferret's gotten pretty strong. Guess I should let Erd know, huh? Though if I went at it for real, I could probably still kill him. But yeah, as he's up there, suddenly a cloak or something comes in front of Kai, and he's like, what? And then his hands get bound. And then he's like, what? An attack I didn't even notice. Who is it? Farid? And it says, smash him down. And yeah, he says, I can't see them or sense them. Why? How? And he says, who the hell are you? And then, yeah, Shino and the others. And then, yeah, she says, we're just your friendly neighborhood humans. One high-ranking progenitor vampire get. And then, yeah, guy's like, kind of faces God like, well then. But, yeah, hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, I think it was a pretty good chapter. We got, Kai getting captured by Shinoa's team after managing to escape Gurren. Or he managed to escape Barrett at the very least. I kind of like that Barrett hasn't just... I like the fact that Barrett didn't just get to eat Kai and get even more powerful immediately after defeating Cruel. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, stick around on the channel, and I'll see y'all later. So,